I see the big on flexing Forgianos in the parking lot. Hanging with the dealers, I just went and bought another watch. I just made a super stretch, think I need another pot. Bougie got some super cat, I just bought another watch. Automatic zipper catch, yeah, that's a super flex. About to turn up on my ex, yeah, that's a super flex.
So, alright, gang, I know who it is, man. It's Drop once again. We're in the building. Now, check it. Before I hop into this video, I want to shout out all the people that has been rocking and donating, supporting me on this channel from day one. I love y'all just as much as y'all love me. I know the algorithm is not sending y'all out notifications. You know, my numbers is down. I'm out here looking bad on these YouTube streets. And that's only for the simple fact YouTube is like most jobs. They feel some kind of way when you take too much time off. So a little bit of time I took off kind of affected how these people are sending out y'all notifications. But during the course of time, y'all will see it on y'all timeline. So when you see my name, the Drop Report, just click on the button. And family, go back and watch a couple of these videos and just hit the like button so we can get this algorithm jumping. You don't even have to watch the whole video. Watch a minute or two, hit the like button, and then get up out of there, gang. You feel me? You get me? Now check it. I'm going to move on to the story because one thing about it, you know, Drop talk a lot. But what Drop don't do is talk too much about my personal surroundings, my personal life. I don't really bring that to the internet. You feel what I'm saying? I don't bring it to YouTube. I don't bring it to Facebook. Don't bring it to IG. But I had a conversation with a female friend of mine yesterday. I've been knowing Shorty, probably 7, 8 years. Female friend of mine. Nothing sexual, just a female friend. You get me? Then check it. We're going to call my female friend Kim. Okay, her name is not really Kim, but we're going to call her Kim today. Now, I had a conversation with Kim. Kim has a boyfriend. Kim boyfriend name is Danny. Now, her and Danny has been connected at the hip probably 4 years now, I'm saying. Maybe 4 years. They have been together 4 years. I've really never had a problem with Danny. Yeah, I know Danny. I see Danny out in the streets. We chop it up. And I only know Danny through Kim. I only know him through her. So everything that I know about this dude either came from her or the little bit of information this dude wanted to tell me about himself. You feel me? So check it. Long story short, had a conversation with Shorty yesterday. She was like, yo, Drop, I got something to tell you, but I don't know how you're going to take it. I don't know what to do. I mean, you know me. I'm the talkative type. People, for some odd reason, feel like they can talk to me. So I'm like, yo, tell me what happened. What's going on? She was like, I came home from work yesterday. And Danny, mind you, Kim has a 13. How old is Shorty? I think Shorty is not even 13. I think she's like 11 or 12. Whatever the case may be. Kim has she has a teenage daughter, right? I think Shorty is like 12 or 13. Long story short. Kim says she comes home from work the other day. I mean, like usual. I mean, you know, her boyfriend did not have her daughter just for the simple fact her daughter was at her mother's house, right? So her boyfriend was up in there by herself in the bathroom. I mean, she said he had the bathroom door cracked. Now, the way her apartment is set up, the front door is a nice little distance from the bathroom at the end of the hall. You get me? So she says she unlocks the door, normally like she always do. She says she usually calls this dude when she's on her way home from work just to see where his whereabouts is at and all that. You get me? So she says she didn't call that day. She says she just came. Little mama says she opened the door. She was headed down the hall. She says she didn't even know he was there because, see, Scooby don't even have a car. Grown as the fuck and don't even have a car. But she said she didn't even know he was there. So, boom, red flag, gang. I mean, at the end of the day, ladies, if someone you're into is above the age of 25, and I say 25, and I may be pushing it, if they don't have a car, you might need to, okay, if 25 is too young, 28, a car should be involved somewhere in that man's future, you feel me? We ain't even talking about cars, but anyway, she say he didn't have a car, so she came in not knowing he was in the house, in the apartment. On her way down the hall to relax and take her clothes off and do what she do after work, she passes the bathroom. The bathroom door was cracked. All right, gang. So, I mean, I know YouTube be on this bullshit, but in between her passing the bathroom and looking through the crack of the door, she said she seen this guy over the toilet like he was pissing, like he was urinating. You know, men stand up to piss. So if you see a man facing the toilet, obviously you're thinking he's pissing. You get me? So she said he didn't even know she was in the apartment. So she said she went to push the bathroom door open to be like, yo, I'm home. And she said she noticed it was like he had something in his hand. So she said that gave her enough awareness to back up a little bit to see what he was really doing. Long story short, gang, this dude is in there with her daughter panties over the toilet, masturbating, smelling her daughter panties. I know people, this happens in the real world. You know, this is what we do. We always say shit like that don't happen to black people. That's a damn lie. Shit like that has been happening to black people from the beginning of time. I mean, it's a sad situation. So she said once she seen that, she said she was puzzled. So she said she yelled at him. I'm going to use his name. Like I said, Danny, what the hell is you doing? He turns around, throws the little girl's underwears back in the dirty clothes hamper. You old, nasty, decrepit ass out here smelling little girl's dirty underwear is insane to me. But she said he throws her underwear back into the hamper and then tried to close the door talking about, damn, I can't get no privacy. Can I at least piss? She's saying, you're not pissing in here. What was that you threw back in the dirty clothes? He's trying to block her from getting to the dirty clothes, trying to block her to get through the dirty clothes. She said, long story short, she pushes him out the way. Her daughter panties is sitting on top of the dirty clothes hamper. So just like she would think, and just like all of y'all think, this nasty ass man, grown as the fuck, is in this young lady house, lusting over her 11, 12-year-old daughter. Women, I said all that to say this. I know it's hard. I know it's hard out here with bills and, you know what I mean? Because you know it's hard maintain. I live by myself, so I know how hard it is to maintain these bills. You get me? It is not easy. Rent is extremely high. Light bill. Then if you got kids, you have to take care of your kids. And on top of that, everyday life. So I understand these bills is hard, and I understand y'all need help. But sometimes women, y'all kind of got to do a better job at judging these people, judging these men. I mean, and I'm not going to say I didn't pick up nothing with this dude. I don't be around him long enough to pick up nothing strange. You feel me? I don't even really know the guy like that. I just happen to see him out and about every now and again. But at the end of the day, ladies, it starts with y'all. Stop bringing all these weird and unusual men around y'all kids. That shit has never made no sense to me. If this man cannot treat y'all to dinner, will treat you to dinner in these streets for a couple of weeks, even before you even thinking about bringing him to introduce to your kids, leave him where he at. See, we live in a whole different world now, gang. Things are not the same. People are not the same. So at the end of the day, I asked Shorty, I said, all right, so once you found dude doing what he was doing, what did you do? She was like, oh, I spazzed on him. I flipped on him. Okay, but did you kick him out? She was like, yeah. Okay, granted, that's why I don't even like talking about stories like this. So I said, okay, what happened? You ain't call. And even though calling police, because it's damn near like if you do that, it's damn near like a he say. She can't prove it. It ain't like she came in recording it where she could show it to somebody. So it's more of a he say, she say situation. At the end of the day, the police is going to be like, I think we're going to leave it to you just to go ahead and get rid of him, put him out. So I asked her, I said, you put him out? She said, yeah. I said, when's the last time you talked to him? She said, a little bit before I talked to you. My thing is this. Why are you still talking to this dude, gang? Mamas, you just seen this old as the fuck ass man in the bathroom playing with himself, smelling your daughter's underwear. But you got the nerve to tell me you still have conversations with this man? Up until present date, he hasn't been over there. Allegedly, because I don't know. He could be over there now. But allegedly, he hasn't been to the house, but you still talk to him on the phone. So that means you still are giving him your time. At the end of the day, ain't nothing more important than your child's safety, love. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, gang, I know it's hard out here. I know we all need help paying these bills. Food is extremely high. Gas be up and down. I know it's hard, but you don't want anybody around your child. Any other time, I probably would say more about that situation to her. But once she says she still keeps in contact with him, how do I look giving my advice when you're not even taking your own because you know better? So if you're not taking your own advice by you knowing better, gang, what makes you think what makes you think she's going to pay attention to anything I'm saying? So now I just listen and hope and pray for the best. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it has to dawn on you. One thing about men, we good with persuading people and convincing people. We are not that person that they think we are. And eventually she's going to believe him. I don't know how he could even manage to put words together to explain that. When I'm seeing what I'm seeing allegedly, because I wasn't there, I can only go by what she tell me. But how can you even fix your face to try to explain that? Ladies, just pay a little bit more attention. I mean, just a little bit. Stop having all these weird and unusual men around your kids all early. Because eventually you're going to run across a situation like this. That's why I told her, well, have you even talked? I asked her, have you even talked to your daughter? Have he even, I mean, because at the end of the day, I know times for a fact that she have left him there with her by himself. So I asked her, have you talked to your daughter? Have you asked her, had he been doing anything weird to you or acting weird towards you? She said, yeah, I asked her, but she told me, no, he ain't been doing nothing different. I mean, come on, man. Watch how your daughters walk around the house around these grown-ass men. Ain't no shorts. I don't care how much of a father figure he act like he is. Make that little girl go put some clothes on, gang. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's just, this world is just so different. I mean, people are different. You different. I'm different than our mamas were. You know, I've always told people you cannot raise your kids the way your parents raised you. The way your parents raised you was made for the times they were living in. We are living in two totally different times. So you have to raise your kids in the time we're living in. They need to be more vocal. Because see, back then, a lot of what's going on in-house and the kids wasn't talking about it. This is a different era now. The internet is there. Peer pressure is there. It wasn't like peer pressure wasn't peer pressure then. But peer pressure is more magnified now. You feel me? Make your kids, I've been telling women this from the beginning of time, even with females that I have dealt with daughters. Make that little girl go put some clothes on. I mean, just because a store sell it don't mean you need to put your child in it, ladies. You feel me? Just because it look good on that mannequin, it exploits your daughter. You understand what I'm saying? To men with sick minds. I mean, all my exes know I have been big on damn near probably over trying to dress your daughter. I don't care if it's summertime or not. Them shorts don't need to be that short. You understand me? You get me? And I have been like that from day one. But everybody's not me. All men don't feel that way. It's a sad but true story. All men don't feel that way. Ladies, it's a bunch of y'all. Y'all boyfriend is really not coming home to look at y'all. I know for a fact, I have done a little bit of time. I mean, I done been in a box with dudes that done been in there for dumb shit like that. Some men come home to watch your daughter, more so than watch you. That's why I say watch what they wear around the house, ladies. Stop having them run around in boy shorts, and just because she's 12, 11, 10, 9, I mean, that don't stop a sick and twisted man mind from thinking. Make them little girls put some clothes on. I don't know if Shorty, because I don't be around her like that to know how the little girl walk around the house. So I'm not even going to put that on her. I'm just throwing that out there because I know situations like that happen. Women don't care how their kids walk around the house, long as that woman got a man in there to smile and grin at. You feel me? They kids can walk around that house any kind of way. But that's not the move, gang. Y'all know that. Men are stupid. I mean, I wasn't going to hold y'all long. I wasn't going to talk about this story long, but it was on my mind this morning. And ain't nobody going to know who I'm talking about. So I decided to let a lot of other women out here in this world know, gang. Be more careful on your surroundings. Be more careful on your surroundings. These men ain't always who they say they are. You understand what I'm saying? And the last thing I need for you or your child to be is a victim to anything. So just be more smart, gang. That's all I'm saying. Not trying to hold too much of your time. Drop got some things to do. Like I said, yo, if y'all make it to this far, if y'all made it this long in this video, hit that like button. Like always, this drop. I love y'all. Go back and watch these videos, gang. My old videos. Try to get this algorithm jumping again. And like I've always said, man, I love y'all just as much as y'all love me. And what we gonna do? We gonna pray for this girl and her daughter, man. We gonna hope and pray for better days, man. It's dropping. I'm out. Peace.
I just went and bought another watch. I just made a super stretch. Think I need another pipe. Bougie got some super cat. I just bought another watch. Automatic zipper catch. Yeah, that's a super flex. About to turn up on my ex. Yeah, that's a super flex.